Good morning everybody and welcome back to Welcome Grove Homestead. Videos have been a little sporadic because I actually got flattened with a stomach bug this week, so still feeling pretty weak. But things happen and I gotta film. But that's kind of why videos haven't been super reliable lately. It's because I'm just not feeling very good. So it's kind of like all you can do to get your chores done, and you really can't drag your camera around when you've got no strength. But anyway, we have had a pretty rough morning, huh Caleb? We had our first predator hit last night. So sometime in the night, our assumption is that a raccoon actually reached through the wire here and killed one of our turkeys. Poor Caleb is pretty upset about it, but you learn from it, and we're going to make some modifications to this today. It's upsetting that we lost a bird, but we are fortunate that we only lost one, and that it was not one of our Narragansetts. That is the breed that we actually really wanted to promote here. So we're bummed about the loss, but we're learning from the experience, and we're going to be fortifying this today. And there's a little part of me that's having a duh moment. Like, of course raccoons could reach through that and damage the birds, but I've honestly never had to deal with predators before, and sometimes it just doesn't immediately come to mind. And it's like, oh right, yeah, there's things here that want to kill my animals. Now, if the dogs had been able to be outside of their pasture at night, they maybe could have prevented this, but the dogs are still puppies, as you can see with them romping around in the background. They're still puppies, so I really don't trust them outside of their enclosure at night. I don't trust them to not wander off. I'm sure that they probably would stick close to home, but I'm not confident on that, and I would really rather that they didn't wander off onto someone else's property. So that means we need to just fortify our turkey enclosure, and what we're going to do for that is we're going to put a hardware cloth on the outside so that the raccoons can't reach through it. Hopefully that will keep them safe. Another design flaw that I'm planning on tackling is less about security and more about just making something a little less gross, and that is the chicken nest boxes. Now, in our last video, you saw me putting these nest boxes back up where they were originally set during the design of this coop. Shouldn't have done that. I should have just secured them down low, because these birds have been roosting either right in front of or in these boxes, and they're just filled with poop. It's gross. I mean, I wouldn't want to lay an egg in that. I wouldn't want to eat an egg that was laid in that. So that one's clean. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these off the wall, and I'll just screw them to the wall on the floor so that they're not roosting in them. Duh. So yeah, definitely fixing some design flaws here in a lot of poultry areas, but having to take a lot of sitting breaks in between because I'm still not 100% from my stomach bug. Hasn't been fun, but it is what it is. And with a farm, you can't just take a sick day and not do anything. You still have to work. The hardware cloth, David has promised to put that up for me tonight, because that would be pretty difficult to juggle. But that's definitely going to have to be addressed before the sun goes down tonight, because I don't want to lose any more birds to the raccoons who don't even eat it because they can't actually pull it out. It's just absurd. I really wish that some of these animals would just actually kind of run a little bit of problem solving. Like, yeah, you can kill it. You can't get it out to eat it. So why bother wasting the energy of killing it? Like, animals are dumb. Anyway, yesterday was another momentous day for the homestead because we got the largest animal that we now own on our homestead. Well, here she is. Hi, pretty girl. This is Rapunzel. Hi. Oh, you're a sweet girl. Rapunzel is a heifer. who has been running with a bull for a couple of months. So she may be pregnant. She's sweet and she's gentle. I did actually get some footage of her getting unloaded yesterday, and you guys can check that out right now. Alright everybody, I am walking out to unload the trailer with our new animal, because, you know, apparently I'm an addict and can't stop getting animals. No. Today I went and picked up a new lady for our breeding program. Hello, lady. She won't go that way, I don't know. Here she comes. Hey. Hey, pretty lady. This is Rapunzel. Alright. A good girl. She's very calm, very gentle. Very exciting. We have an actual like big cow here on the homestead. We plan on letting the little heifers, the weaned ones anyway, out into the pasture with her pretty soon. As well as we're picking up a steer for the freezer. And they'll all go out in that big, that's a 14-acre pasture that she's in. Oop, found a hole. So she's hanging out in a 14-acre pasture right now by herself. But I kind of wanted to give her a chance to calm down. It was a long drive. It was 2 hours in the trailer. And she seems to be doing pretty good now. Even getting off the trailer, she was pretty calm. She's a really nice, gentle, calm heifer, which I'm really thrilled about. She's not like some crazy wild thing, especially when I've got kids. Like they're going to be able to go out and play in the pasture and not have to worry about a crazy cow. Still be cautious as always with big animals, but I'm thrilled that she has a general disposition that is less likely to be aggressive. So first up on my list here of things that I need to do is to bury the turkey. It's Bindi. Hi. What are you doing? It's rough because the turkeys belong to Caleb. He's a kid. He took it pretty well. He didn't cry. He's definitely upset though. And he asked if we could get another turkey to replace it. It's like, no. To introduce a single turkey to the group, it's complicated. And it's not even really a breed that we want to promote here. The only reason that we have them is because they were the replacement birds for the ones that didn't make it. We don't plan on replacing that turkey. We're fine with having 4 turkeys. And he's okay, he accepted that. Especially because we have more birds that are gonna be hitting the farm here pretty soon. So, he's doing all right. It's a heavy loss because he's put so many weeks into raising them. But he's doing okay. He accepted the loss pretty well. So, I've got to go bury it. He said he doesn't want to be part of that. He wants to know where she's buried and he wants to say a prayer for her, but he does not want to be a part of her burial. So, I guess I'm burying a turkey. So a thunderstorm's rolling in. I decided now is the time to work on the chicken coop because it was so hot. Now it's windy. Woo! But it's cooler. There you go, chickens.
Hello everyone, this project that I'm going to do is basically we are going to make this turkey pen critter proof. We had a situation last night that, well, it was kind of sad. One of Caleb's little turkeys got attacked by a raccoon, we suspect, and killed through the wire. So what we're gonna do is we are gonna add 1/2-inch hardware cloth all around the bottom. The idea was adding those roosts that gives the turkeys a place to sit, but unfortunately, when they're sleeping, they're not looking out for predators, and where we have the turkey kennel right now, it's really not in a place that the dogs can protect turkeys at night. So we are gonna put this hardware cloth on it, and then as we move it around so they can graze on the grass, then we'll have a little more protection for them when they're roosting. So we're gonna get to it. Here we go. What you got there, buddy?
A turkey.
Aw. They look like they're gonna be happy and safe in here now.
Yes.
Well, it's the next morning. We seem to have all our turkeys, but they stayed safe. Seems to have worked. Oh boy, look at them poofing up. These dogs are killing me. Every time I get the camera out, they decide it's time to roughhouse right next to me. Super helpful dogs. Anyway, so the little modification seems to have worked. Getting the hardware cloth everywhere that the turkeys... That was the first little group gobble there. What was that? Gobble gobble, huh? You too. Super helpful. Anyway, back to what I was saying. The hardware cloth modification seems to have really worked for the turkeys, so that's great. Hopefully we don't lose any more. And we definitely have 2 Tom Narragansetts, I would say. I'm pretty sure hens don't fluff up like that. But that's pretty awesome. No more losses. And I guess we're gonna be keeping our eyes out for some Narragansett hens in the future. But anyway, I think this is as good a place as any to leave off for now. We've got more fun stuff coming up. As always, this is your country nerd with a goat herd and a living turkey flock now, saying that you can grow where you're planted.